What's going on, guys? Hybrid here, back with another Warframe video, and today I'm going to be going through my favorite affinity farming, or my solo affinity farm. I know that people like to do Draco a lot because you can farm really crazy fast, but to me, I don't know, that kind of takes the fun out of Warframe and stuff, and I'd rather just farm it on by myself, doing regular missions and stuff like that. But I did find a very, very good solo affinity farm, and like I said before in my credit farm video, it's pretty much the same thing. It's the Akkad on Eris, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, I'm actually just going to show you right now that I have an unranked Inaro. So I just got this one from the foundry, and now I'm going to go and see how well I can do. I think I'm going to go about 15 waves and just see how that goes, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So I'm using the Tonkor. Like I said before, it's just really easy to use the Tonkor, and for this mission you can basically jump up on this ledge, and you can basically just stay there for the whole time and shoot, and you really don't have to worry about it. So even though it is a dark sector defense and it's pretty high levels of infested, you can go in with an unranked Warframe and do just fine. You know, you just have to manage your health and stuff a little bit. Make sure to not get hit by any of those ranged infested units or anything like that, and you should be pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and show the Tonkor build just in case you've not seen my Tonkor build. It's not the best build, but you know, I just use this just because it works for me. For this though, I really recommend running with a sniper ammo mutation, because if you go, I would say any more than like 15 or 20 rounds or waves in a defense mission, you're going to start to run out of ammo on your Tonkor, and you're going to want that sniper ammo mutation. I leave it unranked because you only have 40 shots in the Tonkor, so it's actually really it works really well with that. So let's go ahead and jump into the mission, and I will show you exactly what I mean. I'm actually going to change this to my carrier just so I can pick up some ammo from farther away. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the mission, and then we can cut right to me playing it. So like I said before, and you saw, this Inaros is completely unranked. I've never used this before, so hopefully I do pretty well, but we'll see. So this is the mission that I talk about. It's really good for farming credits in my opinion, but you can go watch the credit farm video that I did. But basically you can like get up on this ledge, and you can shoot through the ledge at the cryopod that you're defending, and you can basically do all the damage without having any infested attacking you. You can be safe from all harm. So this is like, it's really easy. So that's why you can do it with an unranked Warframe, and that's why I really recommend it for credit farming as well, because it's so easy and you really don't need to worry about anything. You don't have to do any real work. You can just sit there and shoot down, and you'll get all the credits plus all the affinity. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it, and I'll probably, do some little bit of editing magic, and we'll end up at the end really fast. So, like I said, I am probably going to do 15 waves just to see how many levels I'll get on this one. I've been using this as a affinity farm for quite a long time, mainly because to me, it works really well. Like I said before, you can do this with an unranked Warframe, and you really don't have to worry about dying or anything. So I'm not sure how it's going to work with Inaros, because Inaros has no shield. But yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. But so basically, if you jump up here on this ledge, you can walk on it, but you can also shoot. And none of the infested can get up here. Some of the ranged infesteds do come in through here and do come in through the back over here. So you do have to watch. Oh, sometimes they also show up here. So you do have to watch a little bit, but you know, it's not the most important thing to be watching for the ranged ones. So, you know, it's just, you just have to you know, just keep an eye out. But yeah, as you can see, you can just shoot all the infested. If you have a good Tonkor, yeah, you can pretty much kill all the enemies one shot. You really don't have to worry about that. Also, if you have a carrier, you can pretty much run over here and you will be picking up ammo and stuff without really any problem. Yeah, some guys get stuck right here. You can just, oh, kill him like that, and there we go. We did one wave and we got one level for Inaros. Then once the wave's clear, I usually jump down here, collect all the resources and all that stuff, and then you can just jump back up and continue the waves. So, I mean, this for me is my favorite affinity farm. You know, it doesn't give you that much affinity, nothing like running Draco or anything like that. So, you know, yeah, I don't want any comments being like, this is the worst one. But, you know, if you're doing it solo, this is my favorite one, just because it's so easy. You know, you don't get as much affinity from Infested as you do from Grenier or Corpus, but, you know, it's, for how easy it is, I don't mind, because I can sit here and I can go, you know, however many waves. I can go, I've been to like 30 waves before with no problems at all, just by doing this method. You know, the enemies do scale, but, you know, when you're up here, and you don't have to worry about them really attacking you or doing that much damage, and you can just kill him with one hit with the Tonkor, it's really, in my opinion, it's the best solo farm. And I know that you can do some of the other ones, like I mentioned in my credit farm video, that might be a little bit higher level, and you might get a little bit more credit reward, but you might not get a consistent spawn like you would with this one. See, this one, with this mission with Akkad, you will always get this spawn, and you will always, you know, have this tile set. Like, there will never be anything different except for this one. So you really don't have to worry about anything at all. You can just come in here, like I said, unranked Warframe, get on here, and you'll be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I think that's all I really need to say. Yeah, like I said, this isn't for, you know, like doing it with a group of people. If you want to have a group of people, there's other ways to do it. But in my opinion, if you're doing a solo farm for this, and you want to start off from 0, you can go ahead and do this mission. So I really recommend, because as you saw, you know, I'm barely doing any work and I'm getting levels up, especially in the lower levels. You know, when you get to higher levels, it may take a little bit longer, but it's just as easy, you know. So, you know, it's up to you guys whether you want to grind through this. There are other ones, there are other levels that you can do that probably have a better chance of getting you higher affinity and stuff like that. So if you guys have any ideas on solo farms for affinity, leave a comment down below on what you like to do for that. Maybe I'll give that a try as well. But for me, this is my favorite. I like to go to Akkad, my Tonkor, unranked Warframe, anything else, and just do a bunch of waves. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to, I think I'm gonna do 15 waves. We can see how much affinity we get, see how many levels we get with Inaros. Hopefully I don't die, but yeah, so I'll see you guys right after this. Alright, so here we are on wave 15. So it was actually pretty easy. I really didn't die that much. I think the only difficult part would be that I have never played Inaros before, so I'm not completely used to, you know, not having a shield, and also I'm not used to his abilities or anything like that. So it was a little bit difficult for me, but yeah, I think if you're running with anything with a shield, you should have no problem at all. Even with Inaros, you shouldn't have any problems at all. I didn't die at all, and as you can see, I am at level 6 right now. So I think we did pretty well. I mean,
extraction is ready.
Let's go ahead, let's extract, and let's see how well we did. Like, we'll get more affinity at the end. So,
team will take over from here.
wow, so up to 9 levels. Excuse me. We got up to 9 levels, and yeah, it was actually pretty easy. Yeah, wow, I'm actually pretty surprised about that. I actually didn't think that we were gonna get that that much at all. I thought maybe, you know, 7 or something like that, but up to 9, almost 10. You know, we only have a little bit left on that 9, so, you know, I would say, you know, if you went a little bit longer, you could do, you know, you could do a good chunk of that. So I'm actually really happy. We did, you know, 15 waves on Akkad, 15 waves only, and we got 9 level ups on Inaros. So I mean, for me, that's really good, you know. You won't get as much credit reward as if you're doing it only 5 times, like only 5 waves at a time. So if you wanted to do a credit farm while you're doing affinity, I would suggest doing 5 waves and then getting out and then going back and doing 5 waves, just so that you're getting that 18,000 credit reward every single time. But if you want a little bit more affinity, as the levels get higher, you will gain more affinity, so I suggest staying in longer if you're just going for affinity. So that's why I went 15 waves. So, 15 waves, ranking up 9 times, and it was really easy with an unranked Warframe on a Dark Sector defense mission. So, I think that this is one of the best, or maybe one of the better solo affinity farms that you can do, just because you don't need a group, you don't need anything. You can go in by yourself, go in with an unranked Warframe, do really well, and you don't really have to worry about anything. So that's why I picked this. It may not give you the best rewards or anything like that, either credits or even affinity, but for me, this is my favorite one. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or want to let me know what your favorite solo affinity farm is, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to check that out. That should be pretty cool to see what you guys do for when you're soloing, trying to get some affinity. So, yep, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.